So the cops come up and they ask us who it was that had the knife. My ex said he was the one that had the knife. The cops immediately handcuff him and they take him to the cop car. When they arrested him, I was like, why is he being put in the cop car? I mean, I definitely understand that he did what he did. However, it was an act of self-defense. I also did not know that it was as bad as it really was. While he's in the cop car, they're talking to him, they're talking to me, and they're looking for the knife. Now, the cops have walkie-talkies on their shoulders. They had asked me where the knife was, and I was like, I don't know, but I can help you find it. And over their walkie-talkie, I heard them say, he said it's in the bag with the cans in the kitchen. So immediately, in my head, I start heading towards the kitchen. The cop has me by my shirt, but grabs me even tighter whenever I start moving forward. He's like, you don't need to touch it because it's part of evidence. He wanted me to lead him to where it was, which is what I ended up doing. We walk inside to the kitchen, they grab the knife, they pull out a baggie, they put all the information on there along with the case number. We had talked a little bit in the kitchen about what had happened, and they still needed to get a statement from me, and they were still trying to figure out the full story of everything. They already had him in the cop car and they were about to take him to the station. They told me that they needed me to go to the station with them. They didn't have any forms for me to fill out, and they needed to figure out exactly what's going on and what happened. We get to the station and they end up putting us in two separate rooms. The cops end up coming into the room that I'm in. They asked me if I want a drink or anything, and asked if I needed to make a phone call. They were very, very nice. They wanted to know exactly what I saw and what happened because they were getting information from him as well and them as well. That way they could compare the stories and go from there. So I ended up telling them the story, which was basically what I told y'all, that we ended up going over there to fix their phone. They got into an altercation and we are here. So we ended up sitting in these rooms for what it felt like 10 hours. However, it was only around like 5 or 6. After they got the story from both of us, they end up leaving us alone for about an hour. I think this was